Hello, gorgeous salon affiliates. Happy March. Happy last day of winter. I'm so excited that tomorrow is the first day of spring. I hope that you've had your fill of winter as we have. I hope that you weren't a victim of the polar vortex as we were, but I am excited that tomorrow's the first day of spring, and I wish every day from here forward will be filled with sunshine and lots of new flowers. So we're excited to come to you today. We just want to give you a quick update of what's going on. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. We do have some exciting news that I can't share with you yet, but we will be sharing with you soon, and many of you will play a role in what we have to share with you. So I'm just going to leave you on the edge of your seat just for a little bit. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about is the blue sheets. You know, we ask you so many times to send your blue sheets in, and I wanted to explain to you why that's important. For about 8 weeks after Mike passed away, I got a sympathy card. I got several sympathy cards in the mail for every day for 8 weeks. And I remember how that made me feel, that it really was important for me to know that I wasn't left alone and that people were still remembering the circumstance that I was going through. With your blue sheets, we need those in because we want to continue to support the gorgeous woman that you take care of long after she has her makeover. We want her to know that it wasn't just one and done, that she's still loved and that somebody's still thinking about her and that somebody's still praying for her. So when we get your blue sheets in, we take the names of your gorgeous women and we have volunteers that volunteer to send a note to that gorgeous woman once a week for 6 weeks after her makeover. We really want to make sure that she understands that she is loved and she's part of a much larger community than even just the salon that pampered her so well. So we want to really know, we want her to know that she's loved. So that's why we need those blue sheets back in to continue to support the makeover candidates, the gorgeous women that you take care of. The second thing that I get questions about that I wanted to address today in the video is fundraising. When Mike and I first started Hello Gorgeous, we were salon owners ourselves, and we knew what it was like to be on a tight budget, to know what would happen if the furnace, stopped working or the water heater quit. We knew what it was like to make sure that it was really important to have a nest egg. And what we didn't want to do was put a financial burden on the salon as part of becoming a Hello Gorgeous affiliate. So the fundraising is a really important piece to this because all these outside funds that you raise then fund the program in your community, and there isn't any money that needs to come out of the salon's budget. But that's only the first piece of it. The second piece of it is, we've talked so much about social impact and making sure that you're standing out in your community as to what you're doing as opposed to the salon down the street. People need to know what you're doing in your salon once a month, and fundraising allows you to broadcast it to your entire community that this is what you do for women in your community battling cancer. And we want to make sure that you are screaming from the rooftops as to what you're doing because that's really setting you apart from many of the other salons in your area. That's the second thing. The third thing that's important about fundraising is it generates nominations. Again, you're educating your community on what you are doing for your community and for women in your community battling cancer. And unfortunately, everybody knows somebody that's battling cancer. So we want to make sure that we are getting a lot of nominations from your area so we can take care of those women in your area and you can pamper them and make them feel like a queen for a day. The third thing that I wanted to talk about today is starting April 1st, we're going to start another contest, if you will. If you get your blue sheets in for April, May, and June by July 15th, and if you've got a fundraiser on your schedule and you complete that fundraiser, we would love to send you and your team some really fun HG swag. So that will start again April 1st, and we'll be keeping track of the blue sheets and the fundraisers that you have. I always like to close out my little message to you with some advice that I benefited from as a salon owner. One of the things that we tried to do when I owned the salon was to make sure that everybody felt special. Actually, kind of the theme of our salon was where everyone knew your name from Cheers. And so I lived by a rule, and I made my staff live by a rule, that everybody that walked in the door was greeted at least 3 times. Even if they were just acknowledged with, "How are you? Do you want coffee?" We always made sure that that person knew that somebody recognized them and noticed them when they came in. And if they knew their name, they were greeted by name. So I want to just pass that along to you and ask you, is your staff doing that? Are you making sure that every client that walks through your door feels that they're more than just a number, that they're more than just a dollar amount, that you really care about them and that they're really wanted in your salon? If not, I'd like to challenge you to make that adjustment to make sure that every person that walks in your salon feels as gorgeous as the women that you serve. Thank you so much for your heart and your passion. There's no way that we could do everything that we do. There's no way that we could touch the women that we get to touch without you. I love you all. Have a great day.